The morning sun peeked through the curtains. Inside, two figures lay tangled in each other's arms. Jungkook and Taeyong still sleeping. Jungkook's arms was wrapped around Taeyong's waist, pulling him closer, while Taeyong's face was resting against Jungkook's chest. Mrs. Yeon outside the room, ready to open Jungkook's room door. Why isn't he up yet? She muttered before pushing the door open. Jeon Jungkook? The view she saw inside made her furious. Encouraged through her body, she stood froze on the doorway, her eyes widened in shock. Behind her, Jungkook's sister peeked inside, gasping as her gaze landed on two young men cuddling in bed. The sudden noise jolted Jungkook awake. His drowsy eyes blinked open, adjusting to the harsh light and even harsher sight of the furious mother. Standing in front of him, he barely had time to process before Taeyong stared beside him, groaning softly as he stretches. Taeyong, what's going on? Taeyong's was died in his throat as he followed Jungkook's kiss, found Mrs. Yeon's furious expression locked onto them. He quickly covered his chest while screaming at the view, but thankfully he found himself fully in cloth. Mrs. Yeon, get up right now. Jungkook sat up immediately, pulling the blanket up to cover Taeyong, who was still shocked. Jungkook, Mom, Jungkook started, but Mrs. Yeon piercing clear, silencing him. What is this? You let a stranger into your bed? Have you lost your mind, Jungkook? She yelled, fisting her hands. Jungkook, Mom, it's not what you think. Jungkook tried again. He doesn't want them to know what happened in between them, but his mother wasn't listening. Mrs. Yeon, no, not what I think. Then explain why you are in the bed with Kim Taeyong of all the people. Jeon, brother, we wouldn't have reacted like this if it was someone else. But out of all people, you chose him, even after knowing how much we hate him. She scoffed, arms crossed, and I knew he was trouble the moment I saw him, and now this. Wow. She clapped her hands mockingly. Taeyong, who has been listening, snapped his head toward them. With all due respect, Mrs. Yeon, this is none of your business. We are adults. The room filled this silent. Mrs. Yeon's nostrils flared. None of my business? You are in my son's bed. He is my son. He is my business. You? She stopped controlling herself. Taeyong sat up properly, pulling the blanket up as he straightened his back. I fell asleep here after last night's showers. I didn't plan this, and neither did Jungkook. So don't talk as if your cock is doing something inappropriate. Jungkook's mother let out a laugh. You have some nerve, talking back to me like this? She glares at him. See, you should understand, Jungkook, what kind of a person he is. Taeyong rolled his eyes. I only give back the energy I received, Mrs. Yeon. Jungkook watched the scene in shock. He had never seen someone talking back to his mother like this before. His sister rolled her eyes. God, you are so full of yourself. Is this why you threw yourself at Jungkook? To get some attention? Such an attention seeker. Taeyong shocked leisure. Excuse me? Jungkook, that's enough. Mrs. Yeon's head snapped toward him. Jungkook, you better shut up. We will deal with this matter. You should go back to Seoul. Jungkook crossed his arms, standing in front of his mother, as if challenging her. Mom, by now you should know that Taeyong, I like Taeyong. Mrs. Yeon gasped, placing her hand on her mouth in shock. Jungkook, her eyes full of tears. You can't be serious, Jungkook. Jungkook grabbed her shoulder, shaking her. Come on, Mom, don't be all dramatic. Mrs. Yeon, yeah, now for this boy you will call me whatever you feel like. This boy made you dirty as he was himself already. That's enough. The new voice entered the argument. Kim Seokjin and Kim Namjoon, Taeyong's parents, stood at the doorway. Seokjin, how dare you talk to my son like that? Jungkook, Mr. and Mrs. Kim, let me explain. Jungkook started, but Namjoon raised a hand, silencing him. Namjoon, Taeyong doesn't deserve to be treated like this just because you don't like him. Namjoon spoke, his gaze shifting between Mrs. Yeon and her daughter. If you have a problem with our son, take it up with us. but don't respect him. Mrs. Jones coughed. This is between me and my son. I don't need your interference. Seokjin smirked. Oh, but you thought it was okay for you and your daughter to gang up on my son? Dong remained seated, arms crossed, watching as his parents defending him without hesitation. His eyes swelled. Jungkook, meanwhile, was at a loss of words. He had never seen his mother struggle to get the last word, but here she was, standing speechless, as Seok-shin and Kim Namjoon took charge of the situation. Mrs. John, this isn't over, she muttered before storming out of the room, dragging her daughter with her. Jungkook started rubbing his face. Well, that was dramatic. Thong let out a soft chuckle. I'm sorry if I offend you. Seok-shin, Thong. Thong barely had a time to process before a slap. His mom slapped him hard on his head, turning to another side. How dare you? Seok-shin's voice was shaking, not just with anger but disappointment. Sleeping in man's room like this? Have you lost all your senses of dignity? That too with that arrogant lady's son? Thong chuckled his burning cheek. Mom, his voice shook with tears. Seok-shin, enough. Jungkook immediately sat up. Mrs. Kim, please don't blame him. It's not what you think. Namjoon, don't you dare to speak. Namjoon, he stepped forward. I trusted my son to behave, but instead, he is humiliating us in front of everyone. Thong felt a lump in his throat. Dad, it's not Namjoon. No. What? Not what it looks like? Namjoon scoffed. Then explain to me, Thong. What exactly does this hickey look like? Thong bit his lip, unable to form a word. Jungkook's mother took the opportunity to step inside the room again, her eyes filled with venom. Mrs. John, see? Your son has no answer. What kind of son he is? Seok-shin, don't you dare to question my son's upbringing. My Thong is not at fault here. Mrs. Yeon let out a mocking laugh. Of course, your precious son cannot do wrong, right? Then tell me, Seok-shin, what was he doing in the bed with my son? Seok-shin's hand curled into fist, but before he could respond, Namjoon turned it to Jungkook. His cold gaze sent shivers down Jungkook's spine. Listen carefully, Jungkook. Jungkook stood his ground, but his throat felt dry. Stay away from my son. Namjoon's words were final. I won't allow Thong to be involved with you or your family, especially not with a mother like yours. Jungkook says tightened, his fist clenching. Namjoon, not another word. Namjoon turned it to Seok-shin. Take Thong to his room. Seok-shin immediately reached for Thong. Come with me. Thong. Tears started falling from Thong's eyes as he let his mother pull him away, but not before one last glare at Jungkook. Their eyes met. A silent conversation filled in the pain and longing, and then Thong was gone. Jungkook stood froze, anger bubbling inside him, but more than anything, he felt helpless. Thong stood in the middle of the room, eyes wide in disbelief, as he watched his parents hurriedly pack his things. Thong, Mom, Dad, please just listen to me. Thong pleaded, his voice desperate. He reached out, trying to grab the clothes from the suitcase, but Seok-shin slapped his hand away. Seok-shin, enough, Thong. Seok-shin's voice was sharp, her eyes filled with disappointment. Do you even understand what you have done? Sleeping in another man's room, cuddling like you have no shame? Thong, it wasn't like that, he insisted, looking at Namjoon, hoping for some understanding. Dad, please believe me. Jungkook and Namjoon, I don't want to hear his name. Namjoon snapped, throwing another handful of Thong's clothes into the suitcase. We are leaving now. Thong felt his heart drop. No, please, he whispered. Just then, the door burst open. What's going on? Jimin worried voice filling the room as he and Jungi rushed inside. His brows furrowed as he took in the sight of Thong's parents packing his belongings with angry movement. Auntie, Uncle Namjoon, Jimin looked between them. Why are you packing Thong's things? Where is he going? Seokjin exhaled sharply, rubbing his temple. We are leaving, Jimin. We are not trying here a second longer. Jimin. What? Why? Jimin asked, stepping beside Thong. Yoongi crossed his arms. Did something happen? Seokjin's expression darkened as he turned to Yoongi. We found Thong in Jungkook's bed this morning. Jimin's jaw dropped. What? Yoongi's eyes flickered to Thong, who stood there with his head lowered, hands clenched. He could see the slight redness on his cheek, evident of the slap. Thong, it's not what you think. Thong muttered. Jimin turned to Namjoon, a look of disbelief on his face. Uncle, you are overreacting. Thong is an adult, and if nothing happened, then why? Namjoon, you weren't there, Jimin. Namjoon interrupted coldly. You didn't see what we see. And I will not put my son under the same roof as Jungkook's mother. Yoongi's expression turned serious. What did Mrs. Yeon say? Seokjin covered. She blamed Thong for everything, acting as if her son was some saint, as if Thong wasn't with her son. She let out a bitter laugh. Typical. Yoongi sighed, shaking his head. But isn't it too much to leave just because of this? It's Jimin and my wedding. Namjoon, I don't care. Namjoon said firmly. I won't let my son stay pure. He is not respected. And under the same villa where your mom stays. Never. Thong felt his eyes sting. Dad, please don't do this. I don't want to leave. Tomorrow is Jimin and Yoongi Young's reception party. Please. Namjoon, you should have thought it before making this mistake. Seokjin's eyes softened for a moment, but then he shook his head. Thong, it's for your own good. You don't belong here. Jimmy stepped forward, his heart pounding. Uncle, please stop. Don't do this. Seokjin and Namjoon barely looked at him, and they continued packing Thong things. Tomorrow is my reception party. Jimin pleaded, his voice filled with desperation. I want my best friend with me. I promise I will keep an eye on him. I won't let him meet Jungkook. Thong's eyes flickered with hope, turning to his father. Dad, please, just one more day. Namjoon let out a deep sigh. Then he turned it to Jimin. You think you can keep them apart? His voice was laced with doubt. Jimin nodded eagerly. Yes, I swear, I won't let them meet. But Namjoon shook his head. His jaw tight. I don't believe that anymore, Jimin. No matter how much you try, it will be hard for them to stay away from each other. Jimin's face fell. But Namjoon, it's better if you leave. Namjoon's voice was final. It's not just about Jungkook, it's about his mother. I won't let my son stay in the place where he is blamed for everything. Thong bit his lip, his eyes finally with tears. Appa. Seokjin placed a hand on Thong's shoulder, his voice soft but filled with firm. You will thank us later, Thong. Jimin turned to Yoongi, his eyes pleading. Young, say something. Yoongi started rubbing his temple. He didn't want Thong to leave either, but he knew Namjoon well enough to understand that his decision was final. Namjoon. Yoongi tried, but Namjoon gave him a sharp look. Namjoon, this isn't up for discussion. The room fell into heavy silence. Thong lowered his eyes, his shoulders shaking. Jimin cleared his wrist, feeling helpless. Will this really be the last day he will see Thong here? Thong stepped into the house, exhausted from work. Loosening his tie, he let out a sigh, expecting to find the place after so long day. But instead he froze. There was Kes sitting in the living room, his parents sat across from them, engaging in what seemed like a serious conversation. Frowning, Thong stepped closer. Oma, Appa, who are they? Seokjin. Oh, they. How was your day? She walked toward Thong, making him sit on the couch. Come, Thong, sit down. Namjoon, they are here to talk about your marriage. Thong's entire body froze. My what? Seokjin's eyes softened, as if he had been expecting this reaction. We are fixing your marriage, sweetheart. This is Mr. Shah and his son, Hyunwoo. Hyunwoo stood up and gave Thong a polite smile. It's nice meeting you. You are really beautiful, far from my imagination. He took Thong's hand in front of his lips, to place a gentle kiss there, but Tong snatched his hand away. Well, it's okay if you don't want me to get close to you. We will get used to it. But Tong couldn't even look at him. His heart pounded in his chest, his ears ringing with only one name, Jungkook. He turned to his father. You're joking, right? Namjoon. No, we are not joking. Why do you think we will joke about your marriage? Tong let out a bitter chuckle. I can't believe this. You are just deciding my life without even asking me? Seokjin sighed. Tong, we are only doing what's best for you. Tong shook his head, his voice trembling. No, you are trying to control me. You think forcing me into the marriage will make me forget Jungkook? Hinu and his father looked at each other in confusion. At the mention of Jungkook's name, anger rushed through Namjoon's body. This has nothing to do with him. Tong scoffed. It has everything to do with him. His eyes went towards Hinu. I don't even know him, and you are thinking to tie me with him without my permission? You weren't like this, Mom, Dad. What had gotten into you? Hinu spoke up hesitantly. I understand this is sudden, but maybe we can get to know each other if you want, of course. Tong, I don't want to. Tong snapped, making Hinu flinch. Seokjin reached for his hand. Just think about it, Tong. For us, please. Just take some time. You will know why we are doing this. We are doing this just for you. But Tong pulled away. I don't need time. My answer is no. And with that, he turned it on his head and stormed out the room, slamming the door shut behind him. Everyone had heard Tong, and now everyone sat in uncomfortable silence. Mr. Shah cleared his throat, looking at his son. Hinu, what do you think? Should we leave? Hinu hesitated for a moment before softly answering. I like Tong. I think he is kind and responsible. I would have loved to marry him. But I don't understand who is Jungkook and why he mentioned it that. Seokjin's eyes flashed with worry. But before he could say anything, Namjoon spoke up. Namjoon, Jungkook is nothing but a part of his life which we left behind. See, and time. Now he is the echo of the name, nothing much. You know. Oh, you kind of ex or a crush? Namjoon. Yes. So, this marriage will happen. Gas fell in the room. Seokjin snapped her head toward Namjoon. Seokjin. Namjoon. No. You heard him? He doesn't want this. What if he... Namjoon. He will understand with time. This is for his own good. The Shah family examined certain glances. Mr. Shah nodded respectfully. If that's your final decision, we will proceed as planned. Seokjin felt her heart sink. Namjoon, please. Namjoon, enough, Seokjin. Jungkook, Namjoon cut her off. I will not let him run his life over that boy. A loud bang echoed through the house. Tong had slammed the door shut upstairs, telling them he had been listening to them. His anger loud enough for everyone to hear, but Namjoon remained firm. His decision was final. Everyone had gathered in the living room. Mr. and Mrs. Yeon Jungkook, his sister Jeon, Yoongi, and Jimin. The conversation was casual at first, drifting from wedding memories to upcoming events. Suddenly, Jimin's voice buzzed. A glance at the screen, seeing his father's name. Jimin answering the call. Hello, Appa. Mr. Park through the phone. Jimina, did you know about Tong's marriage? We just received an invitation card. Jimin. Tong, what? His voice raised in disbelief, in shock. Everyone in the room turned to look at him. Mrs. Yeon, what happened, Jimin? Jimin held up his hand, silencing, asking them to wait. Jimin into the phone. Appa, what do you mean? Tong's marriage? I don't know anything about it. Jungkook's eyes widened, his heart thud in his chest. Fear of losing something. Mr. Park, through the phone. We assumed she would know. Being his best friend, the card just arrived. It's official, Jimin. Jimin, official? Are you sure? It's Tong's name on the invitation? Mr. Park, through the phone. It's definitely him. I will send you the picture of the card if you want. Jimin, yeah, please. This can't be. Everyone in the room looked at him. He turned to Jungkook, who looked completely drained, as if someone has snatched his life out of him. Shungi, quietly, Jimin, what's going on? Jimin, still on phone. Appa, let me call you back in a minute. I'm not alone. He ends the call, chuckling his phone tightly. For a moment, he just stand there, trying to process the bomb his dad dropped on him. Mrs. Yon, Jimin, did you say Dong's marriage? Why she sounded excited? Jiwon, that can't be right, can't it? Hyungi, marriage and Dong? I don't think so. Jungkook doesn't say a word, but his face says it all. Shock, confusion, and hurt. Jimin, softly, almost to himself. I don't know. I had no clue. Why wouldn't he tell me? Mrs. Yan, sternly. Of course, Jimin, your dad said it. Your dad can't be wrong. Jimin nods, forcing himself to speak. My dad say he got an invitation card. I said to my parents, I need to talk to him privately. Jungkook's eyes spread for an expression, but Jimin just shake his head. Jimin, I will go to my room and call him back. He turns to his heel and walk away, leaving Jungkook in a stunning silence. Jungkook's heart pounded painfully. Dong is getting married. He's already done. Hurt, betrayal, confusion, everything he is feeling right now. Mrs. Yon, softly, with fake concern. Jungkook, I told you, didn't I? That boy was never right for you. Look now what he did. Jungkook's eyes looked up for her, lost in confusion. Mrs. Yon continued, pressing her advantage. He played with your heart. He knew his marriage was being arranged. Yet he still clung to you. If he truly loved you, he would have told you first. Instead, he chose to lead you on, and now he is leaving you behind like you never mattered to him. What kind of person he is? Didn't I warn you he is not a right person? He is not a good person. Now he proved me right. Jungkook's mind was clouded, filled with nothing but Dong's smile, his touch, their stolen moment together, and now the cruel reality of his so-called marriage is breaking him. Mr. Jeon firmly, enough, honey. This is not the right time to. Mrs. Jeon, while cutting him off, no. You always defend him. But look what he did to our son. He used Jungkook, just like I said he would. Look at our son. She sat beside him, showing fake concern by slowly caressing his head. How drained he is. He really liked that boy. She wiped her fake invisible tears. But what he did, he played with my son. Oh my poor son, don't be sad. Mom will bring you more beautiful boy. To love, Mr. John, love is something which you can't buy. Mrs. John's eyes sharply glared at him. Yes, it can. So you should not interrupt. Jungkook's sister Jeon crossed her arms. Her expression mirrored their mother's. She had never particularly liked Dong either, and now seeing her brother so broken, she added more fuel to the fire. Jiwon, coldly, Mom is right, Jungkook. Dong was never serious about you. He got what he wanted from you, and now he is moved on to his next target. Jungkook inhaled sharply, his heart pounding in his ears. He whispered, Stop, please, guys. Mrs. Yeon didn't stop. She laid it down, placing her hand on his shoulder. You deserve better, Jungkook. You are Jeon Jungkook, my son. You are powerful, wealthy, and loving. And yet, he discarded you like you were nothing. And not to lie, I was starting to like him for you only. But he betrayed us, played with you. Look. Jungkook ceased Achir. The more she spoke, the more her word buried deep into his wounded heart. Eyes burning with mix of betrayal, heartbreak, and rising anger. Jiwon smirked slightly, watching as their words sunk into Jungkook's fragile mind. Jiwon leaned against the wall. Jiwon, you sure forgot him, Jungkook. He never deserved you, Kook. You are a brand, and he is just a buyer. Forget him and move on. Silence filled the room. The storm inside Jungkook grew darker, colder, angrier, and just like that, a part of him began to believe them. Jungkook, I need some time alone. Then he went to his room. on the edge of the bed, his hand trembling slightly as he stares at the pregnancy test in his hand. His heartbeat began his speed. 2 line positive. Am I pregnant? His breath issued, his vision blurred with tears. I can't believe I'm pregnant. He let out a small breathless laugh, one hand pressing against his stomach. I am pregnant? Oh, he smiles, laughing as if he got the piece of moon. And it's Jungkook's head. His hand pressed against his mouth. The realization hit him like a wave, overwhelming with emotion. He was happy, carrying a piece of Jungkook inside himself. For him, just like winning an Oscar in his lap. He gently cradled his stomach, his finger brushing over the spot where the tiny life was growing inside him. Oh my god, I need to tell Jungkook. I'm carrying his child inside me. I need to tell him. His expression changes into sad one. But how? I don't have my phone. I don't understand why dad took my phone. Why can't he just understand I don't want to do this marriage? Thong was still staring at the pregnancy test when the door suddenly opened. Jimin. Thong? Jimin rushed inside, concerned. Thong looked up, his eyes already red with unshed tears. Without a word, he ran to Jimin's arms, hugging him tightly. Jimin caresses his back, soothing him. Dad, I don't understand why you are crying. Why your dad said you won't meet me. Why you were stopping me to meet you? Thong shook it, pulled it away. What? He stopped you? My best friend? Jimin nodded, grabbing his shoulder. What's going on? You said you don't want to do married this soon. Then what is this thing? Tears rushed down Thong's eyes. That's what I was trying to tell my dad. I'm not into that guy. I don't want to do this marriage. This marriage will only give us complication, and misunderstandings. I won't be able to love him. Jimin, why won't you be able to love him? Thong frowned. What do you mean by that? You know I love Jungkook. Jimin gasped, shocked. Are you out of your mind? You can't love him. He is out of your lungs. You better marry the guy your parents saying. Thong grabbed Jimin's shoulder, shaking him, tears falling. Jimin, they are forcing me to marry someone I don't even know. I don't want to, Jimin. I don't love him. I need to talk to Jungkook. Jimin, Thong, maybe it's better if you forget him. You know what his family thinks of you and he. Thong, no. Thong pulled away, his eyes desperate. I need to talk to him, Jimin. Please give me your phone. Jimin sighed, taking out his phone off his pocket. Don't get your hopes high. Thong wasn't listening. His fingers shook as he dialed Jungkook's number. The phone rang and his heart pounded in his chest. Finally, the call connected. Jungkook. Thong called his name, but the next sound he heard wasn't Jungkook's voice. The call ended. Jungkook had hung up the call. Tears rolling down Thong's cheeks. Jimin. What happened? Didn't pick up? Told you they.